on offense. But we got to continue to get better. Continue to improve. But I really liked our attitude. I really liked our unity. I just really liked the way we went about business.
A lot of improvement in the passing game tonight.
Oh, yes. I mean, well, number one, Briarwood's pretty good, okay? But, we're better than what we showed last week, and we're going to continue to improve, and that's what it's all about is getting better and being the best that we can be. And one of these days we're going to get everybody all together, and then we get to see how good maybe we can be.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the win. Awfully proud of you and the guys.
Thank you.
Steve, back up to you.
Thank you very much, Glenn Laird. That'll wrap us up here from Bill Washington Stadium. Your final score, one final time, 42-7 is your final score. Coming up next is the North Alabama High School Scoreboard Show. Good night, everybody.
WZZN, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
Trey Stoddard. How about Trey Stoddard? A 40-yard field goal as time expires. What a
Welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show with Scott Tyson. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
Waltrip. He is a great guy off the field, and his Falcons are 0-2. All right, we want to welcome our listeners in Huntsville. 97.7 ESPN The Zone. Welcome to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. Want to welcome our listeners on WLAY-FM 100.1 in Muscle Shoals. Welcome to the High School Football Scoreboard Show. So here's what you missed while your games were all over the place, exciting and fantastic. Here is what you missed. Mother Nature slowed a lot of things down in North Alabama. Now, we've got a lot of final scores. We have got a lot of ones to get to, and we are going to continue to get to your final scores. Let's run down the final scores that we have for you right now. All right, here is what we have for you on the scoreboard for you right now. James Clemens, they moved to 2-0. They get a win over Athens, 47-7. The Jets come in on the night, ranked number 8 in Class 7A. They get the win. Mountain Brook gets a win over Huntsville. They travel up to the Rocket City. They are the 5th-ranked team in Class 6A. They moved to 2-0 on the season with a 38-7 win over Huntsville. Grissom and the Rich Dutton era got off to a slow start last week, shut out by Coleman. This week they come closer. They play inside the Rocket City. They get a win over Lee, 33-22. Muscle Shoals and Florence, we just talked about that one. That one goes the way of Muscle Shoals as they win on a 40-yard field goal as time expires. They get the win, 36-35. Thompson, the top-ranked team in Class 7A, unanimous team in Class 7A. They got all 22 first-place votes after their shutout win over Oxford last week. They shut out Sparkman this week, 55-0. Keeping an eye on Gadsden City, Fort Payne, Austin, Decatur. That one was going back and forth, and we're still trying to get a final on that one. De'Aaron Young has had a great night at quarterback for the Austin Black Bears. Madison Academy has gone final as well. That was a game you heard in Huntsville on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. 42-7, the Mustangs do get a win over Scottsboro this evening. We're still wanting that Gaston City Fort Payne score. I know that one is getting close. Austin, Decatur, that one really has our attention because the Red Raiders need a win in a bad way. Austin needs a win in a bad way. They were shut out last week by Hartzell. Was Austin, not something we're used to seeing under the Jeremy Perkins era. So, let's start from the top. Let's just keep on going. Hazel Green 40, Lawrence County 2, Gunnersville 29, Arab 21. It was Westminster Christian 28, Geraldine 26, Madison Academy over Scottsboro 42-7. J.B. Pennington over Oak Grove. It was Hamilton over Sullivan 37-22. Haleyville gets the best of St. John Paul II 29-22. Lauderdale County over Wilson 23-6. Ardmore topples Elkmont 33-13. Fairview over Vinemont 56-28. Lexington 53, Tanner 20. It was Central Florence 49, Hatton 22. Dade County, Georgia over North Sand Mountain 51-0. Plainview over Eider 28-14. Holly Pond over Cold Springs 31-0. Hubbardville over Waterloo 49-0. Marion County 48, Vina 0. Alabama School for the Deaf 48, Shoals Christian 26. It's Addison blanking Lynn 28-0. Brooks over Sheffield, that one from Thursday night 34-6. West Limestone over Clements 55-28. Those are just some of the final scores. As we mentioned, weather kind of messing things up, weather kind of slowing things down just a little bit with some scores from around the area. Now, we do have a final from the River City rivalry. It's Austin holding on over Decatur 17-13. That was the 59th meeting between the two teams. Austin, they rolled last season, 67-3 in this one. It was the largest margin of victory in school history. However, Decatur entered the night still holding the all-time edge in the series, 36-22. Last week, Austin was shut out by Hartzell 29-0. And I mentioned the Austin Black Bears not used to being shut out under Jeremy Perkins. Folks, it was the first time they'd been shut out since 2010 in the regular season. Yes, they were shut out in the playoffs a couple years ago, but you got to go all the way back to 2010 in the regular season, the last time the Austin Black Bears were shut out. Decatur Jer Adcock, oh man, he is a fan. I love this guy. I love Coach Adcock. Ever since I arrived in '99, he has been nothing but fantastic. And Coach Adcock, coaching his 26th season, coaching his head coach, the River City rivalry, his 26th year, nearly pulled one off tonight, but it's Austin getting the win, 17-13. All right, we're going to go out to the Neighbors Wealth Management Hotline real fast. He picked up his first win as a Grissom Tiger head coach. And we welcome in Rich Dutton, head coach of the Grissom Tigers, to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard show this evening. Coach, congratulations. A 33-22 win over Lee this evening.
Hey, thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got you, Coach.
All right, yeah, I'm with you now.
Good. Well, congratulations. 33-22 winners this evening.
Yes, sir. The game started off, Leo Huntsville did a great job preparing for us, and our guys still trying to find that confidence of this season. And Lee jumped on us 14-0, and after that, the boys found a way to kind of rally around and make sure that they did what it took to come out of here.
Obviously, Lee coming in you mentioned very well prepared. They were coming off a win last week. What did you tell your team after that tough loss last week on the road to Coleman? To start the year, and what was coaches always say the biggest improvement is from game one to game two?
Well, just the mental mistakes and the selfish penalties and those type things was what we really focused on. He's down at Coleman last week, and we made so many mental mistakes that really put us in bad spots sometimes in the game. We were trying to make a difference. You have keys, so that was our big preaching point going into this ball game, is trying to clean up on some of those mental areas.
Well, obviously you do so tonight, 33-22 winners over Lee. Coach, I know you've won a football game here or there in the past, but this one has to feel special, getting that first win representing the Grissom Tigers.
Oh, it sure does, but, these guys, I've come to, they've been through a lot. Not only did the head coach change, a lot of the coaches on the staff, they all changed as well. So,
yeah.
I feel proud for these seniors being able to enjoy this moment because they just been through so much that, as a coach, sure, I'm proud, but is a special group of seniors that's here right now leading this Grissom program.
All right, Coach. Well, after tonight, you guys now will group and you get a rivalry game next week. You'll get your first taste of the Grissom-Huntsville rivalry. So enjoy this one because I'm sure preparation begins tomorrow.
It sure does. And, guys, I appreciate y'all calling us out.
All right. Well, thank you. Rich Dutton, head coach of the Grissom Tigers, joining us on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show hotline. His Tigers a winner tonight, 33-22 over Lee. And as we mentioned, Austin does hang on to get the win over Decatur, 17-13. James Clemens over Athens, 47-7. Now, last week, Athens rallied from 20 points down in their opener against Fort Payne. They won 41-40. James Clemens made that 5-hour drive to Murphy. They had to sit through a weather delay. They still open up with a 32-0 win. Last week, Athens quarterback Jaden Jude made his first career start at quarterback. He played wide receiver. He made it count. 6 touchdowns last week. Gio Lopez for James Clemens. He had 2 last week with 161 yards through the air. Tonight, though, Craig McGahee and company, just too much for Athens. They win this one 47-7. And we're still trying to keep an eye on this Gaston City-Fort Payne score because I know this one. Gaston City was in control of Fort Payne, and I know this one has got to be going final. It is just the 4th matchup between the two teams. Gaston City has been perfect. They've won the first 3 meetings, including last year's 45-20 win. Gaston City coming off a 34-0 shutout over Etowah last week. The Titans will open region play next week at Oak Mountain, part of the back-to-back road trips, their second of back-to-back road games before hosting Hoover in 2 weeks. So a win tonight would be a good thing for Gaston City. Fort Payne, though, trying to erase that tough loss last week there by the hands of Athens fell last week by the hands of it's slipping my mind. But anyway, all right, it is 10:19. Let's go ahead and get a break in, Chad, shall we? So we can update everyone's scores? Yeah, let's update. Let's get a break in here real fast. You're listening to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show.
Tom Abraham here from my friend Brian Hamaker and his team at North Alabama Mortgage. Look, buying a home is the biggest purchase you will make in your life, and it can be a bit intimidating, so you want people that can help walk you through the mortgage process and get you the best deal possible. That's what North Alabama Mortgage does, and they do it in Alabama, Tennessee, and Florida, from first-time purchases to refis, conventional, VA, FHA, and USDA loans. They have the solution at North Alabama Mortgage. Visit NorthAlabamaMortgage.com to learn more. That's NorthAlabamaMortgage.com.
Hi, this is Wes Neighbors. I'm here with Sam Fleming with Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Sam, tell the folks about Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Hey Wes, our company Fleming Roofing and Restoration specializes in commercial and residential roofing and repairs. I'm a 5th generation Huntsvillian, and our family's been doing construction business in Huntsville area since 1965.
Sam, what kind of roofs does Fleming Roofing and Restoration do?
Our guys are skilled enough. We can come out and address any kind of leaks or issues you might have on your commercial, on your metal roofing, on your shingles. We can do anything, and we can offer you a solution to repair it, or we can replace it.
Well, you guys also do insurance restoration.
Our staff has 10 plus years of experience as insurance adjusters, and we really do know the inside and out of the claims process at Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Check out Fleming Roofing and Restoration online at FlemingHSV.com, or you can call or text them at 256-651-9440.
Hey Wes, we show up.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
This is Wes Neighbors talking to Chris Haygood of Bob Wallace Appliance. Chris, what sets you apart from other appliance dealerships?
Wes, these appliances are going into the most used room in your house, your kitchen. The way we have these appliances displayed, it's easy for you to visualize how they'll look in your home. Wes, what sets us apart is the people. They're well trained. In fact, they live and breathe these appliances. And if you need service, you'll really appreciate our parts department.
Contact Bob Wallace Appliance at 256-533-2121.
TOC Sports has been there for you. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what does that mean? It means for more than 20 years, Alabama's largest orthopedic group has been there providing coverage and care to more schools and student athletes in the Tennessee Valley than any other group. It means whether you are the star football player, the all-region volleyball ace, or someone who hurt their knee in a weekend pickup basketball game, TOC Sports physicians are proud to have the opportunity to care for all your orthopedic needs. It means for parents, coaches, athletes, desk jockeys, or even weekend warriors, TOC Sports physicians continue to meet and exceed the orthopedic and sports medicine needs of our community. But most importantly, during these challenging times, we're here for you now, and will continue to be here. So as long as there are players on the field, games to be played, and contests to be won, the orthopedic specialists from TOC Sports will be ready to help. We don't know what the future holds, but you can count on the TOC Sports team to stay committed to you, so you can stay in the game. Call 256-539-2728 today and ask to see a TOC Sports physician. Check them out online, also Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
I'm attorney Gary Lackey. You know, you'll hear people say we're like a family, but here at the Lackey Law Firm, that's really true, not just a saying.
I'm Justin Lackey. With my father and my sister, we have a special connection to each other.
I'm Jennifer Lackey. At the Lackey Law Firm, when we take on your case, you become part of our family. You really do.
And we'll always do whatever it takes to get everything you deserve.
If you're injured, you worry about getting well, not about paperwork or insurance companies or figuring out how to get to your lawyer's office. I'll come to you.
We worry about your case so you don't have to.
When you've been injured, we know that your case is probably the biggest thing going on in your life. More important than almost anything else.
And it's important to us too, for one simple reason. Family takes care of each other, and at the Lackey Law Firm, we'll take care of you.
The Lackey Law Firm. The Lackey Law Family. 1-800-4-RIGHTS.
No representation is made that the quality of the legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Football season is here.
45, nobody's gonna catch him. No shot, touchdown, 68 yards, no shot, Marino.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show with Scott Tyson. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
All right, we mentioned that weather playing a havoc with a lot of games around North Alabama tonight. We've got a lot of finals in. We still have a lot of teams on the gridiron tonight playing, and one of those includes Gadsden City and Fort Payne. Just a few minutes ago, C.J. Miller put one in from 38 yards out on the run. That would give Gadsden City a 34-3 lead over Fort Payne. That one with 3:56 left to go in the fourth quarter. So as we mentioned, that Mother Nature, she's still undefeated, and if she doesn't want teams to play, well, you're just going to sit in the locker room for a little bit. Randolph, a case of that tonight as well. They are ongoing. Remember, they did not resume until 9:30. About an hour ago did Randolph. They took to that field because they were sitting through a weather delay in Glencoe. One of the games from the Rocket City area, all of our friends listening on 97.7 ESPN The Zone were treated to this one on Zone 2. We appreciate everybody on WKLS Rock 105.9 in Gadsden and Anniston, as well as WLAY FM 100.1 in Muscle Shoals for tuning in. One of the games that you could have heard on 97.7 ESPN The Zone was Huntsville and Mountain Brook. And Mountain Brook, a 38-7 winner. And joining us in studio this evening, he was on the color commentating for the Huntsville Mountain Brook game, and that is Drew DeArmond. Joins the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard show this evening. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, it was a interesting ball game tonight. Certainly the Mountain Brook Spartans under Chris Yeager are the real deal, coming off of a semifinal appearance in 6A. And, of course, they're a former 7A Region 3 member, and of course we call that the Region of Death. And they used to make the playoffs regularly, but it was tough for them to make runs to a state championship just simply because of how tough that region is and difficult. But they're down to 6A. Gives them a better chance to compete for a 6A state title. They almost won one last year. And quite frankly, after seeing what they did to Huntsville High tonight, I think they're going to be a big-time contender in that division. And I got to tell you guys, how good is Briarwood Christian as well? Because I monitored that score just simply because they were playing at Spain Park, the team that played Huntsville High, and Briarwood won 41-17 over a very good Madison Academy team that we saw win tonight 42-7 over Scottsboro in their home opener. Well, Briarwood beat Spain Park on the road 42-8. So that Briarwood team is pretty doggone good under Matthew Forrester. And so is this Mountain Brook team, 2-0 under Chris Yeager, 33-3 in Sean Calhoun's debut as Vestavia coach. They go on the road and get that win. And then they go on the road to Huntsville High, and they win 38-7, led by their junior quarterback, the lefty John Colvin, who threw for over 200 yards tonight, and most of it to Jackson Beatty, the junior wide receiver. He had one of the best nights. It's got to be in Mountain Brook history. He had 3 touchdowns and over 200 yards receiving as he was able to get behind the Huntsville secondary time and again and make plays. And that's with a 95-yarder called back. And then they just said, well, ho-hum. 2 or 3 plays later, it was 86 yards to the house. So they did an outstanding job, and they won the games up front, too, on the offensive and defensive lines. Huntsville had some bright moments. I mean, Carlin Lawn scored their only touchdown from 29 yards out against the backups in the fourth quarter. And then we saw throughout the game, Jeremiah Lovelace, the senior slot receiver, had over 100 yards receiving, did some good things. But overall, Mountain Brook just overwhelmed Huntsville tonight. And quite frankly, after seeing Spain Park and Mountain Brook, I think Mountain Brook's the better football team.
Yeah.
And so Huntsville High measured themselves twice against Birmingham. They know they got a lot to work on. But certainly now a lot of motivation as they head to play their biggest rival, Grissom, in their 7A Region 4 opener. And Grissom coming off Rich Dutton's first win, falling behind 14-0, but then coming back to win very impressively 33-22 over the Lee Generals tonight.
Oh, that's the thing, too. A lot of these teams tonight, especially all across our area, you look at Florence Muscle Shoals, you look at Gadsden City Fort Payne, they're out of region games. You want to win these games as bad as you want to win a region game. But if you fall tonight, it's not the end of the world because you do have region play coming up next week for everybody all across the state. So that is, don't hit the panic button if you start in the season 0-2, especially if you're Sparkman. They got beat tonight by Thompson 55-0. They lost last week to Gardendale. So don't hit the panic button for teams across North Alabama if you're 0-2. You're going into region play next week.
I mean, let's be honest here. I mean, Sparkman played Gardendale at home, a very good Gardendale Rocket team, and then they played the Thompson Warriors, who are one of the top 5 teams in the country, in my opinion. So when you play teams like that, you certainly just have to take what you can out of it. But, Thompson is just a machine. I guess they scored one more point this week than they did last. I think it was 54-0.
No, it was 55 last week.
So it's 55 2 double nickels.
Yeah, they're 110-0 over 2 opponents in 2 games.
I guess that's I'd love to grade that film. I don't know really how you could find deficiencies.
All right, we got more finals coming in. Southside over Hoax Bluff tonight, 31-0. Deschler and Russellville, that one a good one, 45-37. Russellville gets the win over Deschler, 45-37. Spring Garden over Cedar Bluff, 40-0. It's Mortimer Jordan over Corner, 45-12. In a game Huntsville listeners could hear on 97.7 ESPN The Zone, Madison Academy over Scottsboro, 42-7. Westminster over Geraldine, 28-6. A Tennessee score, Fayetteville over Lewis County, 34-12. Another Tennessee score, Centennial all over Lincoln County, and head coach Kevin Rose, 45-0. Giles County, David O'Connor, a name that sounds familiar to our listeners on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. They get a win over Nolensville, 38-35. It's Cornersville over Forest, 16-6. Tullahoma over Coffee County, 38-7. We do have a couple. There's a bunch of forfeits and cancellation games. New Hope picked up a forfeit win over Columbia last night. Brindley Mountain and Douglas, that one was canceled. Douglas ended up taking on Woodville tonight. They got Woodville to fill in there. I believe it's homecoming for Douglas. West Point and Good Hope. West Point gets a shutout a forfeit win there as well. What other finals do you have, Chad?
Couple more that I've gotten so far. I've got Hackleburg, a winner over Brilliant, 26-6. Section, a winner over Valleyhead, 34-14. And I don't believe I have anything else that I have seen scroll across on me.
Okay, let's continue. Haleyville over John Paul II, 29-22. Let's run down our master list here. Westminster Christian over Geraldine, 28-26. West Morgan over East Lawrence, 48-34. It is Hamilton over Sullivan, 37-22. Gunnersville gets the win over Arab, 29-21. Now, Arab looked really good in their win last week over Albertville, a 35-0 win. Gunnersville opened up in the Champions Challenge. Remember that they fell 55-21. Now, this matchup this week, how about this? The 93rd meeting between the two teams. It's the longest series or rivalry for Arab. Okay, Gunnersville, though, it is not even close to their longest rivalry. They will renew that with Albertville the last week of the regular season. It'll be the 107th meeting between those two teams. Arab came in 1-0. Gunnersville came in 0-1, and they leave tonight with Gunnersville winning 29-21. So the Wildcats get a win tonight. Hazel Green over Lawrence County, 40-2. Lauderdale County over Wilson, 23-6. Ardmore over Elkmont, 33-13. Fairview over Vinemont, 56-28. Lexington all over Tanner, 53-20. Central Florence over Hatton, 49-22. Dade County over North Sand Mountain, 51-0. Bunch of shutouts in a row right here. Holly Pond over Cold Springs, 31-0. Hubbardville shuts out Waterloo, 49-0. Marion County shuts out Vina, 48-0. Addison shuts out Lynn, 28-0. And West Limestone over Clements, 55-28. Alabama School for the Deaf over Shoals Christian, 48-26. Those are just some more of the finals that we have for you.
And a huge shout out to Chad McGehee, who they hosted us over at James Clemens. They are the reigning Bryant Bank Team of the Week. They ended up winning 47-7. So, and that's a good Athens team, I think. I mean, I wasn't surprised they beat Athens. I just was sort of surprised at how they, played and did it so easily. And I think there was a weather delay there too, some sort of lightning delay.
Yeah, we've had weather and lightning go on. Let's see here, and that was a strange one because if for our listeners in Huntsville that were listening on 97.7 ESPN The Zone. James Clemens had a weather delay. Madison Academy, which is separated from about Madison City School Stadium and Bill Washington Stadium, separated by a mere maybe 5 miles, if that. Madison Academy did not have a weather delay. James Clemens had a weather delay. So that just tells you how kind of hit and miss Mother Nature has been this evening. Fairview over Vinemont, 56-28. And kind of just bouncing around a little bit, Chad. What do you got? You got anything more?
I've kind of been bouncing around trying to help behind the scenes as well. I got a couple more. Danville over Falkville, 27-7. Colbert County over R.A. Hubbard, 41-0. Sandrock over Pisgah, 48-42. And Central Florence, 49. Hatton, 22.
All right, we continue. Now, one of the scores that we do want to find out, Chad, and we got to find out is this East Limestone Mars Hill Bible score.
I did see a final there. 26-7, I believe, was the final. The Mars Hill Bible Panthers at home get the win from the visiting East Limestone Indians.
Yeah, no, both teams in that one coming off of losses last week to start the year. Mars Hill, a Class 2A team, got the best of East Limestone last year, a 5A squad. Mars Hill, your defending 2A champs. They fell last week to 6A Jasper, 35-6. Now, Jasper this week goes on the road, or they knock off Coleman this week, 20-16 does Jasper. That loss last week, 35-6, the largest margin of defeat for the program since a 52-20 setback to Sulligent in 2017. East Limestone has not started a year 0-2 since 2016, and they do so this evening. Now, we mentioned Glencoe and Randolph. This one should be about ready to go final. About 10 minutes ago, there was 3 minutes and 25 seconds left to play, and Randolph was shutting out Glencoe 35-0. So we're keeping an eye on that one. That one had a rather lengthy rain delay in that one.
Reach out on Twitter. Charles Kramer, a guy that likes to listen to the Tom Abraham show here. You can hear him Monday through Friday. Reached out. He's actually probably working this game right now. Priceville all over Brewer, 70-0.
Wow. And then I got a final right here, guys. This just ended about 2 minutes ago. Maybe the game of the night, and it's in the Shoals. Our good friend Craig Thomas just tweeting out this video. But Muscle Shoals now 2-0. On the last play of the game, they kick a 40-yard field goal to beat 36-35. They beat the Florence Falcons. So that's a huge rivalry, and what a win for Muscle Shoals over Florence.
All right, guys, let's get a break in. 10:37. Let's get a break in here on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show, coming live.
Hello, this is Kerry Rosenblum Realty, and we're part of that MA family. It's great to see football season back in, and we're at Rosenblum Realty trying to take care of all your real estate needs, whether home buying or selling. We'd like for you to put our 64 years of experience to work for you. We have 4-generation family ownership, and again, take a personal touch to taking care of your real estate needs. Call us at 256-539-9501 or rosenblumrealty.com.
At Mr. Sparky, we're America's on-time electrician. The electrical panel is the heart of your home's electrical system. Malfunctions can lead to hazards like fire or power outages, leaving your home at risk or in the dark altogether. Fixing it quickly will help keep you and your family safe. So trust our team of electrical experts at Mr. Sparky to get it done right and get it done safely.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Independently owned and operated, licensed in the respective state or county.
Are you in the market for a recreational vehicle? Do you want to get out and see more of this beautiful country? Well, imagine hearing the laughter of your little ones enjoying gooey s'mores by a cozy campfire and making lasting memories with your friends and family from the comfort of a new camper. We can make your dreams come true at Hall's RV. With over 15 years in the camping business, we know how to get our customers into the perfect camper. We have several models and floor plans here for you to choose from, both new and used. We're family owned and operated with fantastic deals and great service. Everyone wants to work with people they can trust, so come on down to Hall's RV and get the deal of a lifetime. We'll treat you right and get you on the road in the camper of your dreams. Visit us on Highway 431 in Albertville. Hall's RVs, where we sell fun. Or see us on the web at www.hallsrvsales.com.
In 2 years, you can have a career that makes sense for you. Skill up and earn a living working with your hands. Or work on the front line of computer information systems and cybersecurity. Get a degree that lets your healing heart take care of people. Help design and manufacture the most advanced cars, machinery, or even aerospace components. In just 2 years, great careers are within your reach at Drake State Community and Technical College. Visit drakestate.edu to apply.
What can you expect when you shop for a firearm at Bullet & Barrel? Expect great prices. We specialize in quality over quantity. Expect great service. Our professional sales staff is never pushy. We won't talk you into something that doesn't fit your needs. You have the right to make a smart, informed decision. Expect Bullet & Barrel, Alabama's only 5-star indoor shooting range, to support you after the sale. Bullet & Barrel, 3252 Lehman Ferry Road. Like or follow us on Facebook. Come see us soon.
Never mind fall and football being in the air. We want to taste it.
And never mind not being able to tailgate at the game. Let's create the ultimate barbecue experience in your own backyard.
You said it, Foster Brooks, and that's where Brooks & Collier comes in. Big selection of outdoor furniture.
And a big selection of grills and smokers like Traeger, Big Green Egg, Blaze, even DCS, and more.
This is the good stuff.
And Paul, we definitely got the accessories. And remember, we deliver. Visit us at 813 Meridian Street and shop online at brooksandcollier.com.
When we say local, we mean local, not Birmingham.
Loser.
We are the only sports talk station in Huntsville. It's all right here. 97.7 ESPN, The Zone.
You've got a magical glow.
Welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show with Scott Tyson. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
All right, let's get you back to business here on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. Just a short time left, about 19 minutes of showtime left to run down all your scores for you. Let's go out to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Hotline as Craig joins us from Fayetteville. A little Tennessee football check. Good evening, Craig.
Good evening, Scott. How you and Chad doing?
We're hanging in there. What you got for us tonight?
Yeah, we're coming back from Lewis County, about an hour and a half up the road in Hohenwald, Tennessee. Fayetteville come out again, playing up in classification, beginning 2A team, a top 10 2A team again, and winning convincingly pretty much 34-12. They could have been, they played a lot of reserve later on, but good offensive performance by quarterbacks, running backs. Offensive line doing real well. Defense played another stellar game. They're keeping a total yardage under 200 for the second week in a row, and for a higher classification team. And so the defending state champions, in the 1A in the state of Tennessee, the Fayetteville Tigers continue to roll. We'll be at home next Friday night for the first region game against Wayne County at 7 o'clock at home. So another big win for the Fayetteville City Tigers who keep rolling tonight, Scott.
All right, Craig. Well, I tell you what, the defending state champ. What did I say? I mean, I said last week you got to refer to them as the defending state champs.
Well, that's what it is, Scott. See, I done it this time. You had to tell me last week to do that.
Yep, perfect. That's good. That's good. All right, Craig. What's in store next week?
Yeah, like I said, we're playing our first region contest
next
week. Wayne County comes in. It's a region game. They're 1-1. Winning tonight actually by forfeit, but due to COVID issues. But they're 1-1. They'll be coming in to Fayetteville, Tiger Hill, to take on the Tigers in the first region game next Friday night at 7 o'clock.
All right. Well, Craig, thanks for the call, buddy, and enjoy your Friday night.
We'll do it. Y'all too. Good job. Thank y'all.
All right. Let's run down some more scores for you for tonight. We've got a lot of final scores. We still have a lot of scores that are partial because the weather delay, or I should say the weather slowing things down out there tonight. And Gaston City, we have a final. Gaston City does get the win over Fort Payne this evening, 34-10. So we mentioned Gaston City. That's the fourth meeting between Gaston City and Fort Payne all time. Gaston City coming off that 34-0 shutout season opening win last week against Etowah. The Titans will open up region play next week at Oak Mountain. And then they finally get to play at home, and they will take on Hoover in 2 weeks. So a win tonight, a great thing for Gaston City. Fort Payne came in stinging from last week's tough loss to Athens, and they take one on the chin again this evening as they fall to Gaston City 34-10. Buckhorn, one better than Bob Jones, 18-17. And Bob Jones took on Dothan in an exhibition game last week. That was at the Crampton Bowl. Buckhorn got by Madison County, which was Coach Matt Patterson's debut. By the way, was the Patriots' offensive coordinator from 2014 to 2019. The Patriots have won 10 straight in the series. That stops tonight. Buckhorn gets to win 18-17. So Coach Matt Patterson has the Bucks off to a 2-0 start. Leeds over Pell City tonight, 17-0. Jasper over Coleman, 20-16. Russellville over Deschler, 45-37. It's Hartzell shutting out Mae Jemison on a Thursday night, 41-0. Hazel Green over Lawrence County, 40-2. Gunnersville over Arab, 29-21. Sachs all over Talladega, 42-0. It was West Morgan 48, East Lawrence 34, Priceville 70, Brewer nothing tonight. Westminster Christian nips Geraldine 28-26. Madison Academy over Scottsboro 42-7. JB Pennington 21, Oak Grove 20, and it's Hamilton over Sulligent 37-22.
Got one just now. Gadsden City a winner 34-10 over Fort Payne.
Yeah, we got
I saw that one. Sorry, that just scored up on me.
We got
I'm
that
trying
one.
to go back and forth a little bit.
All right, it is St. John Paul. That's the page we want to be on. St. John Paul and Haleyville, 29-22. Haleyville gets the win. It's Lauderdale County 23, Wilson 6.
Lamar County 7, Phil Campbell 0. You got Ardmore 33, Elkmont 13. Danville 27, Falkville 7. Fairview all over Vinemont 56-28. Anniston in a close one over Ohatchee 32-27. Lexington all over Tanner 53-20. Central Florence 49, Hatton 22. Colbert County blanks R.A. Hubbard 41-0. Sandrock and Pisgah in a close one 48-42. And of course Dade County in Georgia all over North Sand Mountain 51-0.
And we're still waiting for that Randolph Glencoe score. Remember, they had a rather lengthy delay there. Randolph in control of it. We can't give the Raiders the W yet, but we're really close to putting a W in the column for the Raiders. So as soon as we get that final, we'll continue to pass that along. Ider and Plainview. Plainview gets the win over Ider 28-14. Holly Pond over Cold Springs 31-0. Hubbardville over Waterloo 49-0. It's Marion County 48, Bina 0. Alabama School for the Deaf 48, Shoals Christian 26. It was Hackleburg 26, Brilliant 6. Section over Valley Head 34-14. Addison over Lynn 28-0. Brooks over Sheffield 34-6. And West Limestone over Clements 55-28. Did I leave?
Another one that just came up right when you were talking about it. Summerton Christian all over Cherokee 46-0. Still looking for a Tharptown Phillips score and a Coosa Christian Gaston score. So if you do have that score, please reach out to us.
Just kind of looking at some of the scores from around the rest of the state this evening. If you're looking for state scores in Class 7A, Alma Bryant over Mary Montgomery, 28-12. Auburn over Opelika, 16-14. It's Central Phoenix City over Eufaula, 33-0. Hewitt Trussville over Saraland, 41-0. And Oak Mountain shuts out Pelham, 21-0. It was Chilton County over Jemison, 40-7. Gardendale shuts out Bessemer City, 39-0. Helena over Chelsea, 27-14. It's Leah Montgomery over Jeff Davis, 41-13. Mortimer Jordan over Corner, 45-12. Now Northridge at Central Tuscaloosa, that one was postponed. They're going to play that one tomorrow at 10 a.m. Southside Gaston over Hoax Bluff, 31-0. We're just kind of bouncing around here, Chad, kind of going over all of these scores. Central Clay County, 35. Benjamin Russell, 26. Cordova, 47. Carbon Hill, 8. Fairfield over Center Point, 32-14. Headland over Abbeville, 13-6. It's Leeds over Pell City, 17-0. Pike Road shuts out Calhoun, 56-0. UMS Wright over Mobile Christian, 31-0. Going on into Class 4A scores, Brooks over Sheffield 34-6. It was Dora over Holt 56-24. Hamilton over Sullivan 37-22. St. James over Reeltown 35-6. West Limestone 55. Clements 28. In Class 3A, Colbert Heights over Decatur Heritage 29-27. It's Dadeville over Elmore County 47-7. Lauderdale County gets by Wilson 23-6. Plainview takes care of Eider 28-14. In Class 2A, Ayrton 49, Goshen nothing. BB Comer over Childersburg 40-0. Brantley at Laverne, that one was canceled. Colbert County shuts out R.A. Hubbard 41-0. Spring Garden shuts out Cedar Bluff 40-0. In Class 1A, it was Choctaw County getting a forfeit win over Sumter Central. Hackleburg over Brilliant 26-6. It's Hubbardville over Waterloo 49-0. Maplesville over Isabella 28-21. And let's get a break in here. We're going to run down the rest of the scores for you when we return on the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show.
We know it's lonely at the top, but we don't mind.
National championship number 18. 13 in all. Absolute perfection.
Roll Tide. Join us on Saturday, September 4th, as the Crimson Tide brave the storm against the Miami Hurricanes in the season opener on your home for Bama football.
Listen to Alabama football all season long on 97.7 ESPN The Zone.
Chad, cue the cheesy Italian music. So you're in charge of the dinner spot, and the family is a hard group to please. Dad wants award-winning 21-day age certified Angus beef. Mom craves authentic Italian food like great-grandma. Sissy pretty much won't eat anything but fresh seafood. And old life of the party, Uncle Walter, likes to enjoy a cigar after dinner with some live local entertainment and some killer cocktails. So you think you're in a pickle? Well, you're not. Relax. I'm Tom Chapman, chef at Nick's Ristorante at 10300 Bailey Cove Road, just south of Weatherly. We have all that and more. Our friendly and helpful staff is eager to help you Tuesday through Saturday, starting at 5. So, corral that crazy crew of yours and give us a call at 256-489-8280 or tell them to check us out at nicksristorante.com. I promise you, the gang will all think you're a culinary cruise director of awesomeness if you take them all to Nick's. See you soon. Ciao. Okay, Chad, kill that music.
Nick's is for patrons 19 or older.
Sitting here with Ann Adams of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Rise Real Estate. Is it a good time to sell your home, Ann?
Yes, it is. We have people relocating from all over the country.
Why should we choose Rise Real Estate?
Well, we've been selling real estate in North Alabama for 36 years and have sold more real estate than any other real estate company, period.
Do you help your customers through the entire process?
Yes, our agents are with you during the whole process from start to finish, from beginning to end.
In your relocation services, you have a whole team.
Yes, we have a dedicated relocation department helping customers move seamlessly into the area.
Ann Adams has been writing contracts for the last 36 years. She has the experience to help you list and sell your home, downsize your home, or help pick the perfect spot north of Alabama for you to build a future.
Call Ann Adams at 256-337-2625 or on the web at www.bhhsriserealestate.com.
Everybody knows the fun begins when you get to the end zone, where you can enjoy half-price apps every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, half-price burgers every Tuesday, plus late-night pizza specials and a spectacular menu that includes jumbo wings, half-pound burgers, Tex-Mex, and an incredible selection of craft beer, and plenty of big-screen TVs. It's all happening at the end zone, 1851 University Drive, 2030 Cecil Ashburn at Jones Valley Station, and coming in early 2022, Mid-City End Zone at 1115 McMurtry next to the Target Shopping Center.
Brooks & Collier has always been about making the most of your outdoors. Our lush greenhouse and new furniture ideas will inspire you, but we're also about value. Our brands are so handsome, they'll make themselves comfortable inside or out, and so well made, they'll weather the weather for many years to come. Our staff can consult you on the right choices, and Lucy for sure can show us the sofa that's the most comfortable. Make the most of your outdoors. Meridian Street and at brooksandcollier.com.
Football season is here.
Javier Arias is going to take it to the house. 80 yards. Touchdown, Alabama.
97.7 ESPN, The Zone. Welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show with Scott Tyson. Now, here's Scott and Chad.
And welcome back to the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. It's your 2-minute warning. Actually, it's less than that now. Got about a minute left on the clock as we get ready to put this Week 1 edition into the books. We'll be focusing next week on Week 3, and that is the fun week because that is when the rubber really hits the pavement, because next week we start region play all across the state of Alabama, so that'll be a fun time, and Mother Nature really had a fun time with us tonight. Has a lot of games just going final right about now. A lot of games, well, I don't think anybody's still playing. I think everybody may have gone final, or we do have some cancellations all through the state, around the Tuscaloosa area and south. We do have a few games that were canceled tonight, and they will play tomorrow. So that's going to do it just like that. I told you we were under the minute warning. That is our Week 1 edition of the North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard Show. Chad, that was crazy.
That was great.
That was a fun I don't even know, hour and a half. I think we started this at 9:30.
We started at 9:30, and most of it was on Zone 3, so do reach out on the app and listen to us on Zone 3 if we don't start right away.
All right, so for Scotty punching all of the buttons.
Thank you.
For Chad running around, doing scores, doing all he can, and to our entire North Alabama High School Football Scoreboard staff, those behind the scenes, running errands, doing all the copies, keeping all the scores, thank you.
Never mind fall and football being in the air. We want to taste it.
And never mind not being able to tailgate at the game. Let's create the ultimate barbecue experience in your own backyard.
You said it, Foster Brooks, and that's where Brooks & Collier comes in. Big selection of outdoor furniture.
And a big selection of grills and smokers like Traeger, Big Green Egg, Blaze, even DCS, and more.
This is the good